spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. Real collector. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Ik wil iets typen op WhatsApp en het lukt gewoon. Het kan gewoon niet. Het kan gewoon niet met mijn mobiel, joh.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. The journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Ik hoop.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This had anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Geef mij nou eens een goede reden waarom.
This wooden spoon.
Waarom?
Romantic.
Nou doe ik veel vrij.
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
What the fuck heb ik nou gedaan, nou?
Actually,
Yo.
does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Yo, ik ben done. Ik heb mijn hele Sony Vegas naar de tyfus geholpen, hè. Ik weet niet wat ik gedaan heb. Maar hier dan, check, wacht. Waar ben je? Kijk, check nu Skype, ja? Start. Broer. Kijk nu. What the fuck is er gebeurd? Ja, ik weet niet hoe ik deze terug kan zetten en de rest van mijn hele tools mis ook. Gewoon hier staat allemaal bende. Ja, ik ben echt klaar. Ik weet niet hoe ik dit doe. Ook, ik heb het nog harder verneukt. Nou, ik ben klaar. Godverdomme, jongen. File. Save. Bureaublad.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
Oh.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
King de Knoop. Rijmt op soep.
Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary.
Oh,
Maybe a little
oké, ik heb
old.
het weer verneukt. Wat is dit nou allemaal voor bende, jongen? Wat is dit? Oh, deze is weg. Dit is voor bende. Dank u wel. Hey, niet met mijn scherm kijken. Het is gewoon secret shit.
Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Secret best.
Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast.
En ik ben het weer.
White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Waar ben je dan? Nice.
Damn it. Gotta catch it. Seems I'll have to kill the White on its own junkie.
What now, you piece of filth?
And I would like to go with that.
Now to carve out its salivary glands.
Damn, you're ugly.
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
Come on, Roach.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned the last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I
Luke.
tried my damnedest to
Ik krijg een
identify
bericht op
the
mijn
victim,
mobiel
but, alas,
dat
no
jij een
such
video hebt
exists.
geüpload.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your
Krijg ik echt alleen
blood?
maar bij
The
speciale
blood
mensen.
must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic
Hey
arousal.
Luke,
In
mag ik
brief,
stop met roken?
madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Echt? Heb je nu al een half uur niet gerookt?
Alright, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshem Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined.
Ik heb er geen eentje
You
aangeraakt vandaag.
will lure beasts there. Beasts you
Trots
will
op
then
me?
kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so
Ja,
that
die
the
shit
blood
nodig
scent will
hadden.
drive me mad. Wild.
Wat? Echt hè?
Tesham Mutna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture
Nou,
chamber.
hoe lang rook je nu al?
Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world,
Huh?
one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what?
Erg hè?
Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesh and Mutna.
Oké, man.
My
Ik ben op
head's
zich best wel beest bezig.
spinning
Kan
already,
hem.
and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct.
Wat heb
I
je eraan?
told you there'd be danger.
Dus je gaat nu een uurtje spelen.
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time.
Maar wel met commentator, of niet?
Nothing quite like this, though.
My,
Maar
I
dan
feel
gaat toch niemand er naar
honored.
kijken?
A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to
Ja,
open
maar
it.
ik bedoel, je moet toch video's maken die mensen willen kijken, zeg maar. Dan kan je toch ook oefenen in video's die mensen kijken.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky
moet je sowieso niet doen,
mechanisms. Vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our well into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Ik. Ja, hallo.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many bees. You got lost here.
Cells. Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagma ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Meat's stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the...
King Lucky Noob
Chain
zegt
me
Balzak,
inside.
want hij...
Bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please. You won't be able to. We must...
Smell the blood. Hang in there.
It's low.
Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you. Get you out of here. can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Hoe doe ik fonds in mijn ding?
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a Witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You writhed like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
How you like that silver?
Just making a video. Serieus? Ik heb met zijn lijpe games zitten gaan hoor. En dat is nog niet kunnen destroyen.
Come on. Hey there.
Can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a kid.
Get them while they're hot!
Bootblacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Niet te veel praten tijdens je commentary, Lucas, zodat hij enjoys hem nog.
Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morning. Some folks with dirt in their boots go to you to get them clean.
En dan weet je het half uur. Loading.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my
Nou, die
belt.
video zou ik zo gewoon zwaar enjoyen.
Leave him alone.
En gewoon een half uur wachten.
Just who the spit are you?
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like.
after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
It's not allowed, that kind
We'll
of
break your legs, vagrant!
Teach you to help scofflaws and cheat.
I'll take him from here! Shit!
Wat zei je? Sorry.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Gast, deze trailer zuigt zo erg een balzak. Ik
Obstructing
moet
my
er zoveel
investigation.
leren, maar ik vind het gewoon fat, ouwe.
Understood.
Yo, dit
Right.
zuigt echt
A
gewoon
few
goede
days in the
balzak,
clink
ouwe.
ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business.
Sorry.
Come on.
Kut, ik wist die naam, man.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss it. Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
What will the morrow bring?
Lijkt me wel lekker.
Red door.
Dat is echt
One
verdomd.
Black mentioned.
We shall
Even
talk
budden,
later.
ja?
Let's find Detlef. Close.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Detlef, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
You hear? Sense him?
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Dettlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Dettlaff's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Hallo? Hallo? Hallo?
Nice tune.
Alles goed?
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. A true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renawed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Ik ben zo terug, ja?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renawed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
drops it.
Ah!
Watch where you're walking. Come on, Roach.
Something's in the wind.
You'll not find work here. Not paid work.
Slower.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though.
To be born into sight.
A smashing place we have, eh? Wine by the barrel. Peace and quiet.
So falling lads behind the drum, with collars blazing.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
And what of the funeral preparation?
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed Buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich. Capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human. And he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait
Hey,
until
Luca, is
it
klaar, de
matters
trailer,
again.
grap.
We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Ik val echt kankerhard, ouwe. Wat zei je? Ja, ik versta je echt kankerzacht, man. Ik weet niet wat jij hebt de laatste tijd. Hallo? Nou, ik moet mijn mic echt 100% aanzetten, wil ik iets van jou horen, ouwe. Ja, inderdaad. Nee, dit is een trailertje voor een nieuwe serie, hè?
I'll find the
Wacht even, ja. Ik ga je
blackmailer, free
helft
the
van Nederlands,
vampire's
anders
lover.
dan schreeuwt het in mijn oren deze tijd. Ik ga hem nog één keer nakijken of alles goed is.
Him.
Ja?
Not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important.
Oh, joh, ik zie het
Since the
al.
one's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
Het is klaar nu. Luc,
It's simple. Saar-Real. The 1269 vintage.
Ik ben echt de enige kankermogol die zijn eigen trailer gaat afzeiken.
That's impossible.
Tijdens de trailer zelf.
The wine is produced at Castel Ravello.
Ja.
Especially and
Jongen,
exclusively
jongen,
for the
jongen.
ducal
Oh,
table.
Oh, het is mooi gewoon.
Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard.
Vroeger had ik van
See
die
if there's not been an incident.
gekke kwaliteit, jongen. Sony Vegas, mijn HDPVI. Ik ben die settings kwijt.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you
Renderen nu.
propose is far too dangerous.
Renderen duurt ook kenkelang.
The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you
naar
gentlemen
de video
finally
renderen,
agree
gozer.
on something. But I've made my decision. We
Wat?
shall go, accompanied by the
Nee,
best possible
de
escorts.
video die ik net helemaal
You,
geëdit heb in Sony
Captain.
Vegas is nu aan het renderen.
We will travel incognito.
Brubber,
We've no
ik ga
wish
even
to
naar
give
boven
the
even wat
court
drinken
any
pakken.
reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.